Welcome to another Radius tutorial on resending application communications within Radius. As always, we'll log into Radius using single sign-on by visiting the URL listed below. Once you're logged in, if you recall the last video about contact logs, there's a number of different ways to look up students. The easiest way is using the global search up here in the top right. First of all, make sure that you're searching for contacts. If this doesn't say contacts, click the down arrow and select contacts from the drop-down list, and then type in your student ID. Hit enter or the search button. If the student doesn't come up, you can search using their email address, either their personal or their campus email, and they should come up. Now that we've found the student, we're going to go into their application. Go ahead and click on their name to enter the contact record, and then go to the Applications tab. If you don't have the Applications tab, go up to the top right under Related Information and select Applications. This brings up the Applications tab where you can view the student's applications within Radius. The Applications tab contains all applications for the student within Radius, including any scholarship or special program applications like Coyote's Rising that have been built within Radius. From the Applications tab, select the application for the term you want to view, and as I mentioned in a previous video, it does matter where you click here. So make sure you're clicking on application status. It's usually going to be the first column and it's got a color associated with their application status. So I'm going to go ahead and here and click on applicant, and this takes you to the application record. While we're here, let's do a brief overview of the application record. A lot of these sections and fields are self-explanatory, but I'm going to go over them really quick just so you can get a feel for the things stored on the application record. The first section here is applicant information. So this is going to be name and contact info, usually email, as well as any recruitment categories for this application for the term, as well as ethnicity information. The application status section contains basic information about their application, such as the term they applied for, when they submitted the application, career program, admit type, their major, the application status, as well as program action and action reason. On the right over here, we'll be able to see if it's an international applicant and if their file has been wide. Going down here to Coyote first step information, we'll see their CFS placement categories, as well as if they're registered for ESP. And under orientation information, we'll be able to see their SOAR session dates. If you're looking at an appeal, appeal information will appear down here in the admissions appeal information section, as well as Coyote's Rising applications and any scholarship applications for the student. Scrolling all the way down here to the bottom, we'll see the iteration notifications log. If this isn't here, so if you don't see it, again, you can go up to the top right under related information and click on iteration notifications log. This will open up both the tab and the widget down here at the bottom of the application. In the iteration notifications log, we can verify application-related iteration notifications that the student has received. Once you've validated the communication that the student has been sent and needs to be resent, you can come up here to the right under Tools and click Send Email. If you don't see the Tools sidebar, you can expand it by clicking the arrow right here on the right to get the Tools sidebar and then click Send Email. This brings up an email composer where you can validate the student's information and select the email template you wish to resend. There's hundreds of email templates in Radius, so you can begin by typing the name of the email template in the email template drop-down search bar right here. If you start typing the name of the email template here, Radius filters the results. So say we want to resend the clear admit letter. We're going to go here and make sure we're selecting the correct email template. This is the clear admit letter for 2020 undergrad applicant communications. Click on it, and then the template will pop up here. Normally you won't need to make changes, but if you do need to make any changes or specific additions, you can make the change here and add any text you want. Making changes here doesn't affect the master email template. There's a couple things to be aware of here. First, it's the mail profile, which is the email address that the email will come from, as well as the subject line, which should automatically fill in if you select an email template that exists within Radius. If you're resending an email communication, I would suggest sending it from CSUSB admissions apps or your own personal email. So if you type your name in here, if you have an account within Radius, it should pop up. And this is because Gmail and other email services like Yahoo have been aggressively blocking emails from moreinfo@csusb.edu. Once you've verified the email template, the subject line, and the email are correct, go ahead and hit send and create case. Clicking send and create case as opposed to the normal send button creates a log in their contact log, so we know that the student has been resent the communication. Once you receive acknowledgement that the email has been sent, go ahead and click OK. And that's it. We can go back to the student, take a look at their contact log, and then we can see here that there's an outgoing email sent just now. And if we click on this and go to case messages and then click on the case subject, we can see a copy of the email that was sent. Just so we can see what it looks like, I'm going to go over here to my inbox. And this is the copy of the email that was sent.